play makes a difference on that defensive line.
Well, we brought back the touchdown, though.
Yeah.
And 6:28 time is, the clock is stopped with the penalty. Up under center is Mitro, and he's going to put it in the air, surprisingly, and that's deep in the corner. It could be picked off, just lofted it out there to Jonathan Muehlbauer.
Jimmy Pierce tried to run it down.
Pierce tried to run it down, as it was very short, was short of Muehlbauer by at least 10 yards, down at around the 13.
That was a rainbow, though.
It got caught up in the air, looked like a short wedge. So back onto the field now. Mustangs
it was surprising
substituting
that they
freely here.
It was surprising that they stopped and went to the air and took a chance of stopping that clock.
So that brings up 3rd down and 14. Wide left is Zandier to the short side, Muehlbauer.
Soft coverage.
It's going to go up the middle, and a good tackle this time.
Dylan Groh.
That's 65. That's Dylan Groh.
Pahanish was the ball carrier.
Pahanish just for about 3 yards, so it brings up 4th and 11. I would think that TJ would probably just go for it and use the clock as much as they can. Mustangs needing 2 scores now, down 12.
Well, they're certainly not going to the air.
I'll bet they do. Single back. Receivers both sides. There he goes on a slant inside. It should be picked off, and it wasn't.
McClusick had his hands on it, and it was just a little too far out.
Zandier was slanting across the middle. Mitro led him way out in front. So Pierce was the only one that had a chance for that. It's probably good that he didn't intercept that, because he would have been down where he dove to catch it. That would be
McClusick.
That was McClusick, not Pierce. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 29-yard line with 5:40 to go. Get it out in the flat here to Boyle.
Get out of bounds.
Bake. Can't get out of bounds. Good tackle there in the open field by number 31 for Thomas Jefferson, Ryan Scanlon.
He turned that back in. I was a little surprised he didn't go for the sideline.
Could have resulted in a stop clock with 5:19. That clock is ticking down quickly now. Here's Pierce. He's going to cut it up the middle. Spins away from one. He'll have the 1st down.
He's not down.
And they called him down.
They did.
He did a flip and landed on his feet.
And his hand.
His knee never touched the ground, but the whistle blew. Gets the 1st down at the 43-yard line. Stops the clock to move the chains.
And again, didn't get out of bounds.
Pierce straight back, looking. He's under pressure now. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be almost picked off by Muehlbauer. Looking for Boyle as well as Swartz over there. He was 2nd down. Good job by Pierce to get rid of it, but it was dangerously into traffic.
He was backpedaling hard to avoid getting sacked. He just barely got that ball off.
Now looking on the outside again. This is Boyle. Can he make one miss? Get out of bounds. He does get out of bounds this time. Tackle there by Muehlbauer as well as Scanlon, but that same play, short out pattern, gain of about 7. Give him 8, 3rd down and 2 inside Thomas Jefferson territory at the 47-yard line. Pierce quickly now, quick count. He'll hand it to Jones, and he is hit hard. A gain of about 1 maybe. What kind of spots he going to get? They actually made him lose a yard. 4th down again for the Mustangs, 4th and 3. Big play here, 4th and 3. Pierce looking. Has Boyle out here. Nice pitch and catch all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Got the 1st down.
Really spun Lucas Boyle around, so that was a nice hands catch by Boyle. He just takes about 6 steps down the field, sharp cut out to the left sideline, and Pierce left hands it out there strongly for the 1st down at the 39-yard line. Now Pierce looking back, has him over the middle. It's picked off. Now coming back for Thomas Jefferson is Muehlbauer, and he cuts it back inside. It looked like he might have stepped out of bounds, but there was no whistle, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. for the touchdown by Thomas Jefferson.
They had to go downfield. They couldn't run it.
Pierce going to the well once too often there over the middle. And that's a pick six for Jonathan Muehlbauer with 4:14 to go in the fourth. Sets Thomas Jefferson out to a 32-14 lead with Campbell on for the extra point.
Very different second half than the first half, Gary. Laurel Highlands had a little traction in the first half.
Well, he came out and took the lead on the Pierce to Livingston pass, 53-yard pass, and we thought the momentum had changed as the kick is good. Makes it 33-14 with 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good crowd tonight, Gary, but looks like some people are filing out now. It was a packed house pretty much tonight.
Big opportunity for the Mustangs to pick up a win over the perennial powerhouse in the Big Ten, Thomas Jefferson. It looks like Laurel will drop to 2-1 and face the Uniontown Red Raiders next week. And here on the run back is Sloboda, and he's hit hard all to the 40-yard line, but he'll pull it in and hold on tight.
No, Gary, you're right. I said Livingston, but that turnover in the end zone really took the air out.
Right. The Mustangs had an opportunity to take the lead late or just at the beginning of the fourth quarter, first and goal from the 6-yard line.
We welcome back the WMBS listeners.
Here's Pierce over the middle. It's going to be picked off again. Muehlbauer again with the interception intended for number 3, Jacob Swartz, and Muehlbauer right on him again, right over the middle at the 50-yard line. Muehlbauer with his second interception in 2 plays.
Jimmy, he put some zip on the ball, but he was backpedaling so hard, there's no way that he could have thrown that ball where he really wanted to throw it.
And you would think Thomas Jefferson will take the air out of the ball now with 4 minutes to go, leading 33-14.
You can see Jimmy's frustration on the sideline. He knew he wanted that.
Some opportunity for some other underclassmen to get to play here now for the Mustangs. It's a run up the middle. Good hit inside there. It looked like Cody Christopher, number 59, getting an opportunity. And he hit him hard. That was Hill right up the middle. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Clock ticking away now, 3:30 to go here in the fourth. Thomas Jefferson deliberately getting their plays in. Play clock down now to 13 seconds. And they will use that full play clock as Mitro gets under center. Long count. Here's the student body right to Hill. Cuts it back up down to the 45-yard line.
Good tackle by Mickens on that from the corner. I want to take an opportunity, by the way, to say hi to our buddy John Kazaric. We miss him up here in the booth, and I hope he's feeling better. Huh?
He's a new grandfather.
Congratulations, John. We miss you, buddy. And we want to welcome in the booth Andy Dykert, our crack statistician.
3rd down and 7. Play clock all the way down now, under 10 seconds. Mitro doing exactly what he's supposed to do, milk that clock and hand it off to Hill. Up the middle, and they're going to have another first down inside the 40-yard line down to the 36-yard line. Hill again into the Mustang defensive backfield for the first down. Brandon Eisler on the tackle. Remind you again that the South Union Township Sports Network will televise tonight's game on Sunday at 6 p.m. and next Tuesday at 7 p.m. That would be the 20th and the 22nd. Handoff up the middle. Hill now has room straight up the middle into that Mustang secondary down to about the 16-yard line. I'm sorry, that was 22. Pahanish that had an opportunity to take it up the middle that time.
I'm a little surprised that they have Pahanish still in there. This would be a chance to give some of those younger guys a shot.
Under 2 minutes to go now at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for Thomas Jefferson.
We'll have to see what happens with Livingston over the week with the trainers, and can they bring him back?
Up the middle now. This is Hill to the left side. Breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles around the left end, inside the pylon for the touchdown. Number 32, Quentin Hill with his second touchdown of the second half. Stretches that lead out now to 39-14, and a little lopsided here at the end, but the score probably doesn't really indicate the competitiveness of this game, with the Mustangs really having a big opportunity to take the lead at the beginning of this fourth quarter, resulting in 3 scores by Thomas Jefferson since then. On for the extra point is Campbell, and it is good. So with 1:34 to go now, it's now Thomas Jefferson 40, Laurel Highlands 14. Back with the final 1:34 after these messages on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, and Ballou. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Okay, we're back for the final 1:34 to go. Here's the kick, and that's going to be one hopper to Boyle at about the 15-yard line. Breaks it out to the left, has some room. Gets it out past the 30 and the 40-yard line to the 43.
Before that kickoff, Gary, and during our timeout, Coach just assembled his team down by the right sideline and had a demonstrative discussion. He wants to see some effort in this last minute and a half. He wants them to bring everything they got right now. I could hear it from up here.
Boyle in motion, and we have a new quarterback in for the Mustangs, number 14.
Christian Jones, the ball carrier.
Mr. Will Karwatsky.
Karwatsky getting an opportunity. 1:12 to go. Don't look for the Mustangs to stop the clock. All looking over for the call. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. High snap, and it'll be Karwatsky keeping it. He's hit hard in the middle there. That's Hill, Quentin Hill in there on defense. He gains about a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
When you're a young quarterback, Gary, you played high school football. When you're a young quarterback and you don't hand it off and you tuck it and you're going to head right into the meat of that line, that's got to be a scary feeling.
Well, you have to make sure that you secure the ball. That's the main thing in this situation. And we're under 25 seconds. A lot of movement back there, and there's a pitch out here now to the left. Running to the left, and
it's McClusack.
McClusack with a run, gets out past the 45-yard line. That's going to be 15 seconds to go. Let's see if the Mustangs will try to get another play off. Under 10. I think they're just going to let it run out.
I think that's what
5,
Coach
4.
There you go.
That's going to do it. As time runs out and clicks down here at the Mustang field, our final, Thomas Jefferson 40, Laurel Highlands 14. We'll be back to wrap things up here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. We're back here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Our final, Thomas Jefferson 40, Laurel Highlands 14, and a very competitive game for at least the first 3 quarters, as the Mustangs had the lead coming out in the first possession of the second half. It was a Pierce to Livingston 53-yard pass with 5:40 to go in the third. Leitza kick was good, and the Mustangs had a 14-13 lead. But a long run back by Thomas Jefferson set them up at the 30-yard line of the Mustangs. And just a minute and a half later, it was Andier going in from 1 yard out. Campbell kick was good, so TJ went back on top, 20-14, and they did not look back from there. Mustangs had an opportunity at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, with first and goal inside the 10-yard line, second and goal from the 4-yard line, went backwards on 2 plays, ended up with an interception on 4th down that gave Thomas Jefferson the ball back on the 20-yard line. Thereafter, Thomas Jefferson just took the ball right down the field, a 41-yard run by Quentin Hill with 9:01 to go in the fourth. Kick was no good. Thomas Jefferson up 26-14. Scored again on a 64-yard interception return. Pick 6 by Jonathan Muehlbauer with 4:14 to go. Kick was good, made it 33-14. And with 1:34 to go, Quentin Hill capped it off with a 17-yard run, making the final 40-14. Thomas Jefferson over the Mustangs. Thomas Jefferson goes to 1-2 on the season. Laurel Highlands drops to 2-1. And next week, it'll be the crosstown rival Uniontown Red Raiders coming to Laurel Highlands with an 0-3 record to face the Mustangs. That's going to be it for the South Union Township Sports Network. This has been Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, Gary Smith, and their staff. This is Gary Frankhauser with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Good night, everybody.